They don't wanna see you winning. They rather see me losing. Closing up my mouth in confusion. Contusion. Rather see me contusion.
What a place to build from. Truth that I can live for. I knew I'd never feel this way. But spirit, won't you lead me where I would never be the same.
Fit the shoes.
So, wow. Today's the day.
It is.
Today's the day.
Yeah, it's been a long day today.
It's been a long day. It's been a long week. But we got a pretty dope guest today coming through. Fit the shoe. This guest is a mom, a veteran, author of encouraging quotes, writer, a major traveler. I think you name it, she did it. Without further ado.
Yeah, here we go. Drum roll, please.
We got Gina, the author, in the building, y'all. A.K.A. Gina Riley. My mom, A.K.A.
Hey, everyone.
Yup. And it's dope to have you on the show.
Yeah.
You know, so how you like Seattle so far, I guess, is a good question, first of all.
Well, it's, you hear so many things before you go and actually live at a place. But when you get there, you do have a different perspective. I appreciate Seattle. It's different. It's something that I never experienced before. But I'm getting some good vibes from it.
Yeah, good vibes.
That's awesome.
That's interesting because, I say it all the time. When we come here, you see people and everybody's saying that they got this Seattle freeze and then everybody don't want to talk to each other. It's not really like that. It's just cold. I don't want to talk when I'm cold. It's just too cold to talk all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the situation. But yeah, so coming from Hawaii especially, that was probably a big transition, right?
OMG. That's not even a comparison.
Yeah.
Hawaii is, as they say, a paradise in just about every sense of the word. So it's totally different. You're talking tourism type whole island, and then you come to an actual living environment where people just, they're themselves.
Yeah.
You've got
that's true.
the work population and just the
hills.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Just the hills. The hills are just amazing. I mean, I literally we went over a hill. My son, I, and my daughter-in-law, we went over a hill and we had no idea. We thought the car was floating.
Yeah, you remember that?
Oh, that's
went
right.
Where were we?
Yeah.
See, that's a topic right there.
That's right, yeah.
We
How
literally
did we
went
forget about that?
over this hill and we were like, when is it going to reach the
Where
front
were
wheels
we?
and the front?
That was Alki.
That was Alki.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Crazy.
And I've never experienced it. It reminded me, I think, what they experienced also like in San Diego, wherever, California.
San Francisco.
Yeah. With the hills.
A lot of hills
it
there
was
too.
Something else. We were looking for the bottom before we got to the top.
Now, that was definitely like a mini roller coaster, not unexpected because we were driving up. And then we thought it was a regular road, and all of a sudden you just dip down, you see the sky, you're like, "What's happening?"
Yeah. You're
And
looking
you
as
look down.
I'm driving. I'm looking for something because you look over the hood and you're looking like if there's a speed bump coming. Yeah, I need to know when I'm touching the ground. It felt like we would teeter-totter on the corner of this road. Yeah, so it was crazy, and yeah, it's a place to get used to, for sure. A lot of great opportunities in terms of people that come out here to express their brands and express their, growing their businesses. Speaking of businesses, I think it's only fair that we bring up the big business, the big enchilada of encouraging quotes.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Hopes to live your best life?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you did write encouraging quotes. That ain't a rumor. That did happen.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And if I could just put my opinion on here, it's really awesome, guys. It isn't just like a regular book with a bunch of tiny words and then you're falling asleep midway.
Yeah.
It has images, there's pictures, so you can like view pictures, and then at the same time, there's little sayings with bulletins on the side that you can just read off. And on your way to work, when you're walking your dog, when you're cooking in the kitchen.
Right after that argument, too.
Yeah.
Come in handy after that argument with the spouse. You pull it out, bam.
Right. It literally, in any moment, you can just open the book to a random page, and it's almost like whatever you read fits exactly for you, which I find awesome. Every single page is it's structured the same way, so it's easier to read. You know what to expect. You want to get a picture, you open the book, you find the picture. You want to read something.
Did you slip her some
open the
money
book.
for this
Absolutely.
advertisement?
No,
read
it's
the
just
picture.
that,
Where's the
that
note
amazing.
card?
I mean, literally, you open it first thing in the morning and the last thing at night, and I guarantee you will not be disappointed.
Yeah. No, that was incredible. It's a great explanation. I love it. I think it's a good compilation. I'm excited for what's coming up next. And I got a bunch of questions. This is just
Bring them on.
Some of these questions are viewer questions. Some of these are just questions I'm interested in knowing as well. But I mean, how do you get motivated to write a book like Encouraging Quotes? Like, what motivated you to write that?
Well, first of all, life is motivating, and positivity, just being positive, feeling positive, being uplifted in that moment, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent.
Right.
And, just being inspired, it's definitely needed in our current society, especially with the pandemic.
Right.
It was needed before, but even more so now.
Right.
It's just a great read. I
Yeah.
definitely recommend it.
Yeah, that's awesome to fuel something like that and like take it all in, where we are, how we are, and then fuel that out and go, oh, here's the antidote, everyone.
Yeah, because you have like
encouraging.
regular books that are written. You have like your nonfiction and your fiction,
Right?
But rarely do you ever spot
Yeah.
that's like you could just read on your day to day.
Interesting.
Or
That's a
something
good
that
point.
you can pick up whenever you need it. So
Absolutely.
that's awesome. I also had a question that was, I also have written some things in the past, but I've never actually like pushed the pedal on
Right.
moving forward with it.
Right.
At what point did you realize that you wanted to start writing?
I realized I wanted to write at a very young age. I knew finishing this book, bringing it to completion, and especially here in Seattle, at a very potent time in our lives.
Sensitive,
And sensitive and serious time.
Yeah.
Finish the book.
Right.
That's all I could
Get it
think.
done. If
Just
you don't
finish
get it
the
done
book.
any other time, you
Get
get
the
it done
book
now.
done. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I feel that. No, that makes sense for sure.
It might seem obvious because when you open the book, you already feel encouraged by what you're reading. But is that kind of why you wrote the title Encouraging Quotes? Or what made you say, hope to live your best life?
So the subtitle, Hope to Live Your Best Life, was just, okay, it says encouraging quotes. You may find other books that say inspirational quotes, encouraging quotes, but I wanted you to know this was the hope. And that's why I put it all in caps so you can really grasp the meaning of that word and realize, this will encourage you to live your best life.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's
There you
awesome.
go. Nice. So, Bong, I mean, let me ask you this. As a writer, I do a little bit of, I dib-dab. Mine's right. I got a rhyme. I'm Dr. Seuss with it. But what's the hardest part of writing the book? Or what was the hardest part of the book to write? Either way that you want to look at that, for you.
Right. To me, nothing was hard since I had plenty of material and deciding when to release it for publicity. And I just couldn't have chosen a better time. Actually, God couldn't have chosen a better time.
Very nice. Yeah, and then timing is very important, especially in something like this. Speaking of timing, I got a random question for you. This one came all the way from Alabama. What was your favorite childhood book?
I heard you say something about this earlier. Believe it or not, my favorite childhood book was Dr. Seuss' Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh my
Knew it.
gosh.
I absolutely
Wow, that's
love
weird. I
I
didn't
feel
know
like
that. I
that
actually
kind of
didn't know
makes
that.
sense.
I didn't know that.
I feel like that kind of makes sense because it's like a happy-go
Well,
book kind
that's
of
what I'm
thing.
going to say. Not only did it teach me word usage with
Yeah.
all the rhymes and all this
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
but the humor, because just like the Bible says,
See, I've
laughter
heard
is a
that.
medicine.
Okay, now this is weird. Hold
Laughter
on.
is a medicine. So it was just so amazing to me.
I got to take a pause and understand something. I've heard this several times, and this is all jokes aside. I've heard this several times. Dr. Seuss was known for his rhythmic style, his creativity, right?
Absolutely.
But I heard the humor thing before.
Absolutely.
How was he being funny?
I feel like
I didn't never find
to
him
me,
funny.
I never did either.
Have you heard that,
But
though?
I feel like
I've heard people
just
say that.
understanding, like if you think about the one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, like a lot of stuff that he says is like, what I think would be funny was that it's like unrealistic, like green eggs and ham. Like what egg is green?
Is that
That's
the
kind of
banter?
mine.
Well, the eggs aren't green. That's absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
What made
So
it
maybe that's why he didn't want to eat it?
Well,
like, is that the
maybe
joke?
I won't say humor. What I'll do is say it's a feel-good book.
Sure.
It just makes you feel good.
I'll tell you guys something.
And especially if you watch the cartoons and all of that, and him, doing the books.
Right.
It's just so
Took it
fun.
back. You
It
took
makes
it
you
back.
feel good.
Took it back. No, you know what I was gonna say is that Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham was actually, I was told this, and I think it was a teacher that told me it, but it was written to prove that he could write a book in less than 50 words.
Wow.
So only 50 words are utilized throughout the entirety of that book.
That's pretty
and just
amazing.
repeated the entire time. Super smart.
Pretty amazing.
Good guy. He's an uncle of mine. So yeah, so where do you go from here? That's the last question I got from you. What's next?
Well, I have another project that's almost completed, and possibly another one shortly after that. I'll continue writing as long as God gives me the ideas, since it's all for His glory.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's the scoop, ski doodle.
That's the big questions that I feel like people are definitely going to ask once they listen to this podcast. Yeah. They're gonna think to themselves, well, is there anything else that I want to dig deeper into?
Yeah,
and if you guys really have questions, you can ask the author.
You can always hit up Gina the author and find out for yourself. On social medias at Gina the author, Twitter at Gina the author _
My sisters and I have 3 younger sisters, and she bought us all this a Barbie doll with the Corvette, the actual Corvette, the pink car. When she had the pink car,
she had a pink Corvette.
She had a pink Corvette.
Oh snap!
And back then, my sisters ended up taking the doll from me, and that was fine. Take the doll, braid her hair, do what you got to do. I was stuck with the Corvette, but I didn't care because I didn't want that doll. All I wanted was the Corvette.
That is wild.
So absolutely, to this day, I always said I'm going to get me a Corvette, and I loved that car even now.
That is too
And I am
much.
62 years old, so I want to buy the latest Corvette. No, I'm going to buy the latest Corvette. My Bible tells me He will give me the desires of my heart, and that's one of them.
There you go. That is too much. I did not know that.
And a teacup Yorkie or a puppy of some type.
Oh my gosh!
But it has to be a teacup. In a cup.
That's a pretty cool story.
You know what I always wanted was, and you know this, and actually I just told you this the other day. We were driving around, and I said that I always wanted an Audi. Remember, I used to want an Audi, and we passed one, and I looked at it. I don't know what it was, but I'm one of the people. I'm not a big car person. If I could choose a car, I would probably make one, or modify something to look kind of different and a little more my style. But I don't know if I have a car like that. Like,
if I may interrupt you, Josh. You asked me why I wanted the Corvette. I want the Corvette because, and I don't know if this is a good scenario to talk about why.
No, let's hear it.
I think it's just a sexy car.
There you go.
I like how I have to get down in it. It's a sexy muscle car.
God.
Right.
And I don't like.
I was just gonna say.
I don't like the Mustang because it sits up, and to me that's more of a boy muscle car.
Yeah.
I think the Mustang. The Corvette. It's more like the sleek. The shape of it, it's just so beautiful to me. I mean, everybody's not
That's
a Corvette
they put Barbie
person.
in it.
Oh my
because
gosh!
They're like, girl, you
right? Because Barbie was in it, and if she can do it, so can I.
There you go.
Put Barbie in the Corvette.
Absolutely.
Very fair.
Barbie.
Favorite car, Chris? Go.
I'm not a car person. I can't even name a brand. I can't even name a nothing. Maybe Toyota is the first thing that comes to my head when I think cars. But I can't think of any cars other than Prius. That's the first thing that comes to my head.
Your favorite car?
I don't
how
have
about
a
something
favorite
that you?
car.
How about something you just you like the way it looks?
No, well, Priuses aren't my
Prius. Go ahead, Josh. Your favorite car?
Priuses are not my favorite cars. I just don't know brands or names of cars.
Right.
So I can't even sit
So
here.
let me ask you this: you
give-
can picture yourself in a car. Is it big or small? Is it long or short?
It's definitely not like truck size, and it's not like
She
SUV.
likes my Honda Civic sport car. She likes that.
Wow. It's something similar to that, but maybe with so if you picture like a Honda Civic, but with a different
I only
back
got that,
and maybe a
I'm
different front.
I only have the
so
Honda
a different
Civic.
car.
Just
Honda in the doors.
Well, I only have the Honda Civic Sport.
There we go.
I may bless Crystal with that because that's going to be the upward
Yeah, that's what you get.
for my Corvette.
The upward transition into the Corvette.
Absolutely.
Okay,
There you go.
I'll probably have to change the color because I do know a color
It's tiny
of a car.
and you're gonna
What
like
color car?
This is a really This is really weird, but no. I actually like beige, like on a car.
Champagne.
Like champagne car.
Yeah,
or yellow. Like, I'm really fond of the color yellow, even though it's a really bright color.
Okay.
I always pictured, like, yellow with, like, black details.
Hey, you are totally entitled
just
to
Bumblebee from Transformer.
This is totally your opinion.
I just want Bumblebee
as long as you the only one
from
in it.
Transformer to be my car. And then he'll just come upstairs.
It was a Camaro.
And he'll
Not a bad car. She used to have a Camaro.
I sure did. I had a red one with a convertible top.
Yup.
Wow. Okay, well. We'll go towards that.
That thing was fun. That's where I learned to drive. That was the first car I learned to drive in.
Yeah.
I used to sit in her lap and drive, like steer. She'll be pushing. I was too short for the pedals.
Wow.
That's too funny. Actually, that just brings me right into Hawaii, because when I think about Hawaii, and I think about the food there is bomb, which everybody's crazy about. I'm big on just simple foods, period, no matter where I go. Spam musubi, I'm on the move.
Oh, my God.
But in a place like that, I also saw you diet a lot, which is probably the most impossible thing to do in a place like Hawaii. Mm-hmm. But the difference is your diets, you like, let's say your goal is to do this. Your goal is to lose X amount or to intake this many calories as opposed to this many calories. And the weird part is I see you pull a trigger on doing it, then I see you stop because you did it. So how does that feel, and what motivates you to stick with the diet?
First of all, I must say I don't diet. I eat healthy. And I eat healthy to stay fit, mentally and physically. I want to be an example that you can look good at any age. I don't want to look my age.
Or feel it, probably.
Or feel it for that matter, mentally or physically.
Yeah.
So I do eat right, and I know that if I get, even a couple of pounds over, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll probably start binging, which is not a good thing, but
yeah, see, and that's the thing I wanted to get on.
I'll say it like this.
I wish you understood.
I'll have a chocolate thing.
She will eat a peanut a day. You seen that Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
That old Mickey cartoon when he was cutting the peanut?
I literally eat one peanut. No
She'll
joke.
eat a peanut a day, bro. If it comes
not
down
good.
to
Oh, wait, I thought you meant binge, like you eat a lot.
No. Binge the other way.
Eat nothing.
Eat nothing for a couple months.
I was already ratting myself out saying, like, I eat chocolate every day.
I don't know how you do that, though. That's still a sense of self-discipline, especially if you use it for fasting.
It is discipline. It's extremely difficult, and that's what I was about to say. Also, I do fast. And I reason I say that it's a fast is because if you diet and you don't pray, it's just a diet. But if you pray and diet, it's a fast. So if I'm praying while I'm not eating, which is much healthier, because you will get full off the word. Trust and believe you will. I literally have been fasting and I'll start belching and I'm like, wait a minute. That's just because I'm reading. And it really works. Like you're full. So I will eat not much, and I'll do it for maybe a week or two. It just depends. You notice I haven't gotten the chicken lately.
Yeah, well, you asked about it though. All right, so you thought about it? No. The weekly chicken.
It comes to mind because I know it's every
Monday. Weekly baked
Monday.
chicken at the Riley house is real.
Yeah, but
this is a personal episode. I think
I have to.
What's in the mix for? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when it comes to like healthy eating, a lot of people think that that's just the way to go. That like exercise, working out, or like doing those things aren't important. It's just about eating healthy. What are your views on that? Like, would you agree by doing both, doing one or the other?
I agree both. If you live like 3 stories, take the stairs.
Yeah.
Stop getting on the elevator.
I've always been about
It's
that.
not necessary.
My chest.
And I wouldn't say go up, to the 2nd or 3rd floor where you live. Go back down again just before you go into your house. It's okay to do, 2 or 3 reps up and down. I used to be a fitness instructor, so I know what to do.
I forgot to mention that. Major traveler, writer, author, fitness instructor, Statue of Liberty,
Corvette driver.
Gina the author.
I've done a lot of things in life because I wanted to know just what my niche was.
Sure.
If I couldn't find my niche, I still seek.
You got to keep seeking. You got to have a lot of niches.
I keep seeking because
niches
I know
like eaches.
Absolutely. I don't want to limit myself to anything because I know the sky's the limit. That may be the title of my next book. I'm going beyond the limits. Maybe the title of my next book.
Well, hey, we don't want you dropping nothing that your management would be upset about.
That's true.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Again, Gina Riley, Gina the author. Thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
It was great having you.
And last but not least, I just want to say be uplifted, inspired, and seek positivity. All in my book, Encouraging Quotes. Gina, Gina, last name Riley, Riley.
There you go, Gina, at Gina the author. Hey, it was dope. It was good. You know what I mean? Had a good time. What you think, Riley?
I think it was good. I think that definitely aside from just us two, having someone else who does something different, like writing a book, or even someone else who does backflips, or someone else who does skydiving.
Who does other people who do amazing things. I've been hitting Obama. Great. I've been ignoring a lot of his calls. I didn't want to.
Right.
But I might have to let him on the show.
Michelle talked to me about that.
I might have to give Oprah a call, too.
Yeah. We'll get him in the room. Whatever.